U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in a win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback up running.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw again. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And break. The tight end's got it. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second catch for him today, and it'll line up a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Offense back out there. We shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Rolling to his left. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Now a give here to Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now it's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears are back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso, and it's now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Now Jones. The Chicago offense set to get started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings... Here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff for Herbert. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fields throwing again. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Byron Pringle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Forced out to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were going to have fourth down.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. You know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the 1st half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the 2nd half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Up and good for Santoso. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there, that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. Second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Fields on target to Mooney. 1st down, Chicago.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne, and he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Back to the ground, Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brings up 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series. Things were headed for the red zone, but this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19.
It's 4th down.
Up Up and good for Santoso. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Run for Pollard. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a deep... coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, Panther, flat.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. Down to Cook with their second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. So now Fields and the Bears down by 5. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's got Mooney. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Now Fields. Complete. Pollard, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Fields. And this is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. All eyes on Fields. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Fields trying to throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now it's the Vikings' turn. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and two-point conversion. 26 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here, as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now from the 35. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They've got to burn the timeout. But a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.